Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining us today for our Nexford Virtual Tour. We were just waiting a few minutes for more people to join us, but I think we can get started since this is a mini virtual tour. So we're not going to be on the call for very long. I want to remind everybody to make sure to send in their questions in the Q&A so I can get to them at the end of the webinar. So thank you so much, Robert and Onyinye. Thank you so much for joining us today, for taking the time to learn more about Nexford University. I want to start by introducing myself. My name is Mai, and I'm a Senior Nexford Application Specialist. I'm also part of the marketing team at Nexford, and I have spoken with many aspiring learners such as you guys for a long time. I've been with Nexford for more than 6 years now, and during that time, many of the aspiring learners I've spoken to have common questions about the Nexford learning experience and how it varies from other online universities around the world. They want to know if the online learning experience is going to, feel alone. I know that online learning can feel scary sometimes, but I'm here to reassure you that there is a ton of support throughout your learning experience, and we'll be covering all of that today. Specifically, we'll be talking about our Nexford programs, all the programs that we have to offer, from our graduate programs to our bachelor's, as well as the application process at Nexford. I'll be touching up on scholarship opportunities. I know I get common questions around that as well. And then, as you can see towards the last portion of the webinar, I'll be covering the virtual tour, the actual virtual tour of our online learning platform. I'll be discussing the learning style, the kind of support you receive, and of course, Next Path and different career services and learner benefits you get access to as you're studying at Nexford throughout your whole journey. I'll also be covering how we use AI in the classroom, and that part is very exciting. And then, of course, taking questions at the end of the webinar. So yeah, let's get started. For those on the call, I see Nelly joined us as well. So hi, Nelly. I would love to hear from the three of you. If you can jump on the chat, let me know more about you. Where in the world are you joining us from today, and which Nexford program do you wish to enroll in? All right, let's get started. So at Nexford University, we've reimagined what a modern university experience should look like. It's accessible, flexible, and it's built around your goals. We're designed for career-driven learners around the world who want to build in-demand skills while earning recognized and accredited credentials. So instead of following the old campus model, we've created a 100% online learning experience that fits the way that we live and we work today. So thanks to technology, we're able to deliver a world-class education at a fraction of the cost of traditional universities. And because our programs are competency and skill-based and focused on real workplace skills, the return on your investment often comes faster than you would expect. So whether you're looking to upskill, to change careers, or to get ahead in your current role, Nexford equips you with the practical and job-ready skills that can make a real impact. Now, here's some feedback from one of our MBA graduates, Jason Weimer. He's an American living in Thailand who started his own graphic design business there, but after years of running it, he realized that there was still so much he wanted to learn, especially around leadership and integrating tech into his work. So he chose Nexford because the program, gave him the flexibility to study online while continuing to grow his company across multiple countries. His MBA specialization in advanced AI provided him with valuable insights and skills that helped him rethink how design, tech, and data can work together, whether it's using customer data to improve operations or applying AI concepts to streamline inventory and enhance decision-making. Now, when you get enrolled at Nexford, you get access to our NXU Orientation course. It's a short course with just 4 modules, whereas every Nexford course has 6 modules and a final project. So this NXU Orientation, NXU standing for Nexford University, and the orientation course, just like I said, being a short course, it's just sort of your welcome package to Nexford. It provides you everything you need to know about how to navigate through our learning management system called Canvas. There's also a mobile app. There's a mobile application you can download called Student App, Canvas Student App. And it's very functional in that you can do your studies on your phone, you can check your grades, you can speak with learners and faculty members, and so much more. It's great to use for when you're studying on the go. But in any case, you get access to Canvas only once you get enrolled. And once you do, like I said, you go through the orientation course. In the first module, you'll find an introduction and a welcome address from our founder and our CEO, Fadil Al-Tarzi, where he tells everybody a little bit more about Nexford and Nexford University's mission and how we got started. So I'd like to play this just for a few seconds for everybody.
It's been said that the future is a convenient place for dreams, so why not dream big? I've always known education changes lives, but I first realized its impact over a decade ago. On my entrepreneurial journey, I saw a gap between the skills of college graduates and the needs of employers. With my own startups, I struggled to find people with the right competencies. For example, I couldn't find a software engineer with effective communication skills. I couldn't find the creative designers who could plan. I thought to myself, is this why unemployment stats of college graduates grab so many media headlines? And it's not a graduate's fault. Burdened by heavy debt, cohorts of learners walk away from university unprepared for the workplace. That's why I set out to create a university for you, one that I'm convinced has the potential to positively impact lives as well as millions worldwide. I'm Fadel Al-Tarzi, and I can proudly say that I'm the founder and CEO of Nexford University. Expect.
All right, that is just a sneak peek. Hopefully you can watch it in its entirety once you get enrolled at Nexford. I hope that gave you some context. And next I want to talk about why learners choose Nexford. So Nexford wasn't a traditional university that moved online. We were built for online learning from day one. Every part of our experience was designed with global learners in mind, so you can learn on your terms from anywhere in the world. We're licensed in Washington, D.C. and accredited by the DEAC in the U.S., which means we meet rigorous standards for quality and relevance, and our accreditation also reflects our commitment to delivering programs that truly impact careers. And because today's world moves fast, we keep our programs updated with the latest industry trends, so you're not just learning theory, you're building real skills that employers value. We get that life doesn't run on a fixed schedule, and neither do we. So while our courses aren't self-paced, you can finish each course in up to 8 weeks or sooner if you're able to. And if you're doing well academically, you'll even have the option to take on more courses later on in your program. Plus, with our pay-as-you-go model, you can plan your learning around your budget and your time. So while everything is online, like I said, you will not be learning alone. You'll be part of a global, supportive community, connecting with peers, faculty, and professionals from around the world who are all on a similar journey. Now, to expand a little bit more on the accreditation, because I know we get this question a lot. So Nexford is accredited by the DEAC, which is the Distance Education Accrediting Commission, and the DEAC is listed by the U.S. Department of Education as a recognized accrediting agency and is also recognized by the Council for Higher Education Accreditation, or CHIA for short. We're licensed also by the Higher Education Licensure Commission, HELC, in Washington, D.C., and that is the same organization that licenses all physical universities operating in D.C. I see we have new attendees. Duncan, thanks for joining. I'd love to hear from you guys also. Please don't be shy. Jump on the Zoom application chat in the chat area. Let me know more about you. What Nexford program are you applying for? And when do you plan to start? That would be great. And that would help me also know what to focus on. You know, do you guys want to talk about master's degrees later or bachelor's degrees? You have some time before I start talking about the programs, and that way I can focus on the area that matters for you. Now, one of the things that really sets Nexford apart is how predictable and flexible our tuition is. You pay a flat monthly rate with no big upfront fees, no hidden charges. So whether you take one course or more, your monthly cost stays the same. So it's super easy to budget. And here's the best part, the faster that you finish, the less that you pay overall. If you complete your master's in just 12 months, you'll pay only for those 12 months. And if you take the average 18 months, you pay for 18. So even if life gets in the way and you need more time, you'll never pay for more than 18 months as long as you finish within 27 months for a master's program, for example. And this applies to all of our degrees. You'll never pay more than the average program length. So it's all designed to give you peace of mind and real flexibility so you can move at a pace that works for you without worrying about penalties or any surprise costs. Now, we designed our programs using what we call the workforce alignment model. This approach ensures that our programs are forward-looking and they're built around the skills employers are actively seeking. So to achieve this, we combine in-depth research with insights from a global advisory board of industry experts. And our advisory board plays a key role in shaping our programs, comprising leaders across various industries. The board meets with us multiple times a year to review new offerings and to recommend updates to existing ones. And our mission is to help learners connect with the careers that they aspire to. And so we offer a range of flexible learning options to support that goal, starting with our master's degrees. We have 4 on offer right now. We specialize in business and business technology, offering programs like the MBA, Master of Science in Digital Transformation, Data Analytics, and Entrepreneurship. And then we have our BBA program, which features specializations in high demand areas such as AI and business analytics, entrepreneurship, and digital marketing. We offer 2 career pathway certificates, operations management and professional sales, each tailored to prepare learners for in-demand entry-level roles that don't require a bachelor's degree. Now, for those that are looking to build targeted skills without committing to a full degree, we offer short courses that can be completed in just 1 to 2 months. So while our foundation has always been rooted in business, we've continuously evolved to integrate technology and emphasize power skills such as communication, collaboration, and critical thinking. After all, having the knowledge is essential, yeah, but knowing how to work effectively with others is just as important for long-term success. I think Duncan raised his hand. Do you have a question for us, Duncan? Or Dankin, I think. Please, if you have a question, don't hesitate to drop it in the Q&A, in your Zoom application or the chat. We're going to go through our programs now, starting with our graduate degrees, our master's degrees. So here you'll see sort of a program comparison between the 4 master's programs, the main ones that we have right now. We also have a mini MBA, but we're not going to cover that on the call today. But you'll see here between these 4 programs, each course degree has 12 courses, except for the MSE, the Master of Science in Entrepreneurship. It has 16 courses, but 12 of which are also just individual courses, and then there are 4 seminars. And in any case, the 4 of them have an average completion time of 18 months. All right, so if you're someone that's aiming to grow your career at the crossroads of business, tech, and leadership, then the MBA is a great fit for you. It's designed for professionals who want to boost their strategic thinking and their leadership skills in a global context. Typical roles after completing this MBA include senior positions like Chief Operating Officer, Management Consultant, or Marketing Director. At its core, the program builds well-rounded expertise in business management, leadership, and strategic planning, skills that are valuable across any industry. Now, for the Master of Science in Digital Transformation, that one's perfect for professionals that are leading digital initiatives who want to deepen their ability to drive innovation through tech. So graduates often step into roles such as digital innovation specialist or chief digital officer, positions where you're responsible for steering a company's digital future. The main focus here is on using cutting-edge technologies like AI, cybersecurity, and data science to create real business value and improve operations. Now, for anyone looking to sharpen their technical and analytical skills, then the Master of Science in Data Analytics offers a solid foundation to thrive in data-driven environments. It prepares you for roles like data scientist, business analyst, business intelligence analyst, or finance data manager, positions where data truly, drives decision-making. The focus is on helping you master the tools and techniques used to analyze data, uncover insights, and to guide smarter business strategies. Now, last but not least is our Master of Science in Entrepreneurship. If you're passionate about launching a business or driving innovation from within a company, then this one is for you. It's tailored for aspiring founders or future startup leaders. Think startup founder, VC analyst, or even someone building a new venture from the ground up. At its heart, this degree teaches you how to turn innovative ideas into successful ventures through smart strategy, funding know-how, and practical startup skills. Now you'll see here example projects for each of these degree programs, as well as what learning might look like through each of the programs. Feel free to take a screenshot or to read through this while I have the slide open. In any case, all of this information is available on our website. And I always encourage you to reach out to our team and get in touch with a Nexford application specialist to ask all of your questions, and they'll provide you with all of the resources and everything you need to know to get started and to make your decision about what program is best suited for you. But the big thing to know here is that we don't follow the traditional school model where you're just reading theory and you're memorizing for exams. Instead, you'll be working on real projects that mirror what professionals are actually doing in the workplace. These are the sample projects you would be working on. It's very practical, as you can see. So in one course, you might be developing a market entry plan for a new region or using AI to help a healthcare company improve patient care. You could also be working on things like data storytelling or even building out a product roadmap for a startup. The point is, every project is practical and it's designed to help you build the skills that you'll need on the job. So by the time that you graduate, you'll already have a portfolio of work that shows what you can do and not just a degree. I'll also show you later on how we bring in business tech and AI tools into the learning process, as promised at the beginning of the call. So it's all about keeping things relevant to today's world. Now, some final features to cover about our Master Degrees program before moving to our undergraduate degree. Starting with our MBA, you'll see that there are 6 in-demand specialization areas like AI, e-commerce, cybersecurity, international business. And then for our MSDA and our MSDT, we have a partnership with CompTIA. CompTIA is the world's most trusted certifying body of IT professionals. They're the largest vendor-neutral credentialing program for technology workers. CompTIA has awarded more than 2.5 million certifications in areas such as cybersecurity, networking, cloud computing, and technical support. The MSDT program curriculum includes integrated CompTIA certification preparation courses like Network Plus, Project Plus, and Security Plus, which become accessible after reaching the halfway point of your program without any extra charges. These courses can be accessed through the online learning platform already. With the MSDA program as well, you'll have the opportunity to earn a CompTIA certification, adding even more value to your learning experience, and that would be Data Plus. For our MSE program, it includes a series of live and collaborative seminars, each comprising 2 live sessions where you'll connect with peers, you'll build networks, and you'll learn from the best. Now, let us move on to our undergraduate degree, our BBA degree program. So this one is really designed for aspiring professionals who want a solid foundation in business, whether you're aiming to move up in your current role, to switch careers, or to start your own business. We see learners from all kinds of backgrounds: HR, operations, marketing, finance, and even tech. Some are fresh out of high school, while others are already working and want to level up. So what sets this BBA apart is how practical it is. You won't just learn theory, you'll apply it to real projects like creating and presenting a personal leadership plan, sharpening your strategic and communication skills. And you can boost your market value even more by specializing in not 1, but up to 4 of our 6 BBA specializations on offer. You can also get credit for prior learning, like previous coursework or industry certifications. You can earn 2 degrees, an associate degree after completing just 20 courses within your BBA program. And then, of course, when you complete your BBA, you'll receive the full BBA at 40 courses. You can also take up to 4 MBA or MSDT courses while still in your BBA, saving you time and tuition. So it's all designed to accelerate your career and to help you stand out. Now, let us talk about the admissions process at Nexford, application process, as well as scholarship opportunities. So we do offer partial scholarships for Nexford students all around the world. They only apply to our graduate programs and our undergraduate degree programs, as you can see listed here. So anywhere from our MBA through our MSE, our BBA, as well as our associate degree, our associate degree of applied science and business, and our career pathway certificates. You need to make sure, of course, that you still meet the admission requirements for the Nexford program or degree that you're applying for in order to receive a good decision on the scholarship offer. So there is a scholarship link that you can fill to request a scholarship offer from our scholarship committee or our scholarship team. They'll review your application and get back to you if successful, and then you can receive anywhere from, I would say, 10% up to 15 or 25%, off on your monthly tuition payments on your program. Now, moving on to the specific admission requirements. So when you're applying for a degree program at Nexford, for your transcript that you provide to be considered, official, you need to, it needs to be sent from your previous institution directly to Nexford. But you can apply with an unofficial copy of your transcript or statement of results in the meantime to get your studies started. And then we give you 60 to 90 days to provide any missing documents, including proof of English proficiency and including the official transcript from your previous school. We know that that might take some time, sometimes, so that's okay. Just let us know. As for our single courses, the ones I mentioned earlier that take 1 to 2 months to complete, we've made the registration process even easier, which means that you can skip the application stage and jump straight into enrollment, which means that there's no application fee, and instead you just need to pay the one-time tuition fee for that single course and complete your program in 1 or 2 months. And that means you can enroll as soon as September 1 and gain that new skill right away. Now, regardless of what you're applying for, of course, we need a government-issued identification. We need a passport quality photo, official transcript, like I said, from your previous education, and then English proficiency. Only some international learners may be asked to submit proof of English proficiency. So basically, if your statement of results can prove, or your transcript can prove that the main language of instruction in your previous school was English already, then your statement of results or your transcript would be enough, would suffice to apply with. Now, on the right side here are just specific requirements on the bachelor's degree if you were applying for a master's degree at Nexford. So in any case, your bachelor's degree needs to be from an accredited university in order to apply for any master's degree at Nexford. But whether or not it's in a business or related field depends on the Nexford program that you're applying for. So for example, here, if you're applying for an MBA degree program and your bachelor's was in nursing, you can still apply for an MBA, but you would be required to take a business fundamentals course prior to degree enrollment. So it's a short course that you can take just to qualify you, like a prerequisite before jumping straight into our MBA program. So you'll see variations of this for our MSDA, our MSDT. Only our MSE doesn't require that the bachelor's be in business or a related field. Now, for our undergraduate program, our BBA, we just need to see that you have a high school certificate or what's equivalent to a high school certificate to apply. Now that you've reviewed the admission requirements and hopefully you've, confirmed that you meet the admission requirements, just go to apply@nxu.nexford.edu to start your Nexford application. Once you submit your application, you'll be asked to pay a one-time $25 application fee for the submission and review of your application. It can take 1 to 2 business days to be reviewed by our admissions team. Hopefully, once they send you a positive application decision, you can move on to the enrollment stage, which involves you signing an enrollment agreement, selecting a start date up to 3 months ahead. Our programs start on the 1st of every month, so you can start as soon as September 1. If you miss that intake, then there's October 1 and so on. But you can get enrolled today and choose a future start date up to 3 months. So for example, enroll today and start on November 1 or, December 1 or something. And that saves time for you. You can get the application and enrollment stage out of the way. You've secured your spot for the intake that you want without, any future headaches around that. And that also means you have early access to all of our learner benefits, which we are going to go through in the next slides. And just make sure to mark your calendars for August 28th. This is if you wish to start your program in the next intake. So the nearest intake you can join is on the 1st of September. So make sure to complete your application and enrollment on or before the 28th of August if you do not want to miss that intake. The 28th of each month is often the enrollment deadline. So please make sure to mark your calendars. And of course, part of the enrollment stage is to pay at least the first month of your Nexford program tuition, your chosen program tuition, to confirm your enrollment. I hope that that's clear, guys. In any case, again, all of this is available on our website, and don't hesitate to reach out to our team. So we're nearing the end here, guys. We're going to start going to some of the exciting stuff about the online learning experience. But before we do, I just want to cover some of the positive learner outcomes as to why we do what we do at Nexford University. So we ran an alumni survey end of last year, and just looking at these alumni outcomes, it's clear that Nexford graduates are making real career moves. So 96% are employed full-time at global companies, showing that the skills that they've gained are highly valued in the job market. 80% have been promoted within just 18 months, and 84% of our alumni are already in leadership roles today, reflecting the program's emphasis on leadership development and its impact on career advancement. And it doesn't stop there. Nexford alumni are thriving in innovative industries. 74% are employed in ICT, finance, and operations sectors, proving that our graduates have the skills to succeed in fast-evolving fields. Finally, the best proof of impact comes from those who've experienced it firsthand. 98% of our alumni would recommend Nexford, and that is a testament to the value that they've gained. All right, now we'll be talking about the Nexford virtual tour part, which is why we're on the call today as well. So once you're enrolled, you will get access, like I said, to our learning management system, Canvas, as well as Canvas student application. Right on the dashboard, you'll find My NXU. You can think of it as your personal command center. It's where your Nexford journey begins, and it connects you to everything you need to succeed. The program area, you'll see your entire learning path laid out. That's where you can track your progress, you can see your scores, and you can access your courses. When you tap on any course, you'll get an overview of what you're going to learn and the skills you're expected to gain. Now, the courses are designed to be super relevant to the workplace, but also engaging. So each course is organized into modules that match specific learning outcomes. Inside, you'll find videos, downloadable resources, and interactive exercises to keep things interesting and hands-on. When it comes to assignments, you can get ready for practical work. These aren't just for grades. They help you build real skills and a strong portfolio that you can show to employers. And just because it's online, it doesn't mean you're on your own. With live lectures, you'll connect with instructors and classmates, get one-on-one support from faculty members, and join discussions through course boards and chats. So learning here is a shared experience. And from day one, you'll go through the NXU Orientation course I mentioned earlier today, which sets you up with everything you need to get started smoothly. And if you need help along the way, we've got you. Our success advisors are available nearly 24/7 for anything from tech support to personalized academic guidance. You can even book one-on-one advising sessions whenever you need. And to support your academic writing, we have a writing lab always available to you where you can get expert help, strengthen your skills, and learn how to use AI responsibly in research and assignments. You'll also get access to our full online library with more than 60 million databases, articles, and publications, all included and available whenever you need them. So yeah, at Nexford, everything is set up to help you learn, grow, and succeed. And I'll be talking more about the other areas like LinkedIn Learning in the next slides here. But first of all, Harmonize. So this one is super exciting. At Nexford, we know that connection and engagement are key to online learning success, and that is why we've introduced a powerful tool called Harmonize. It's an interactive discussion board platform designed to bring our global classroom to life. With Harmonize integrated in some of our courses, learners can go beyond basic text replies. You can share video responses, voice notes, images, or even presentations, creating a more dynamic and human way to connect with your peers and your faculty. It supports both casual, low-stakes conversations like course introductions, as well as more structured discussions that are tied to assignments. So this is an example of uploading a video you'll see here. So, for example, Harmonize also allows for role play scenarios and multimedia-based peer reviews, skills that mirror real-world communication and collaboration. So you might respond to a business scenario as if you're presenting it to a client, and then you can get feedback from your classmates before submitting a final version to your professor. It's really amazing, Harmonize. I know our learners are loving it so far. It feels like an online sort of social media platform, but within Canvas and integrated with your program. So it's really, really fantastic. Another exciting thing I want to talk about is Next Path or our career services. So we don't just prepare you for your next job at Nexford, but like I mentioned multiple times, for a lifelong career. Next Path is our AI-powered career hub that is designed to give you the tools, clarity, and confidence to reach your professional goals. It helps you explore your interests, understand your personality, and align your education with your career direction through built-in assessments. You'll have access to Carrie, your 24/7 AI career assistant, who answers all your career questions in real time and offers tailored advice on job paths, industry outlooks, and next steps, so you're never left guessing. And our AI resume and interview platform gives you state-of-the-art assistance, getting your most important job search tools moving in the right direction. NextPath goes further by offering virtual work experiences through Forage, plus expert coaching, monthly webinars, group sessions, industry interviews, and unlimited LinkedIn Learning access. And what makes Nexford truly different is how we embed career readiness into your learning journey, not just after graduation. And coming soon, you'll see career-focused lessons integrated throughout your program, teaching you how to search for jobs and to thrive in them while you're studying. Yeah, as you can see, this chat goes on. I hope you guys are able to see it. But yeah, it'll provide you very tailored advice. Here, I'm pretending to want to be a data science manager. How can my MBA help? And what are the next steps for career development? And then it'll provide you very specific advice. All right, moving forward. I know I mentioned LinkedIn Learning. So as a Nexford learner, you'll have unlimited access to over 16,000 expert-led courses and videos covering a wide range of topics. Each completed course provides a certificate that you can showcase on your LinkedIn profile or add to your CV or your resume, which is a great way to stand out to employers. LinkedIn Learning is typically a paid feature, but with Nexford, it's all included in your tuition at no additional cost. For example, if you're studying data analytics at Nexford, but also have an interest in marketing, you can take additional LinkedIn Learning courses to broaden your skill set and to boost your resume. And if you enroll early, you'll have early access to LinkedIn Learning and all of our career services before even starting your Nexford degree or your Nexford program. Now, we've also partnered up with IBM Africa to make the Digital Nation Africa, or the DNA program, available to all of our African learners at no extra cost, where you can expand your skills on emerging technologies such as cloud, artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, or IoT, blockchain, and more. And I mentioned Forage as well. So you can get a head start in your career with Forage job simulations included in your Nexford program. These immersive experiences let you practice real-world skills, but at real companies like JP Morgan and Accenture, to build your confidence and to give you a competitive edge in the job market. You'll also receive a certificate upon completion, of course. Okay, last portion today, guys, last but not least, is how we use AI in the classroom. So yeah, we're gonna get through this part and then I'll be taking questions. So please make sure to start sending them in the Q&A if you haven't already. So AI isn't treated as an optional enhancement at Nexford. It's a core thread that runs throughout the learner journey that is embedded across every program to ensure practical and real-world application. So whether you're studying marketing, HR, finance, or tech, you'll see that AI is part of the conversation from the very beginning. As shown in the video, our AI in marketing module introduces learners to the transformative role of AI in understanding customer behavior. This activity ensures or encourages learners to reflect on the impact of AI within their own industry and apply insights to enhance marketing effectiveness. They are prompted to consider how AI can be leveraged to better understand customer behavior, optimize marketing campaigns through predictive analytics, and improve customer engagement and satisfaction. So by engaging with this exercise, learners are equipped with practical strategies they can apply in real-world scenarios that is demonstrating, foresight and innovative thinking in their professional environments. Recommendations, you'll design user scenarios, develop integration plans, and evaluate how these solutions impact customer experience and business goals. This mirrors professional problem solving, where you analyze bottlenecks, you propose AI solutions, and you present impactful implementation plans that is ensuring that you're not just job ready, but you're also innovation ready. Now, in Module 5 of our professional communication course, learners are asked to use an AI tool of their choice to rewrite a pitch that they originally created themselves. They then compare both versions, analyzing wording, tone, emotional impact, and accuracy. The goal is not just to use AI, but to think critically about its strengths and its limitations in real-world communication, encouraging thoughtful and responsible use of AI. So each assignment includes a grading rubric detailing what is needed to achieve the highest marks, with analysis and critical thinking as a key criterion here. The rubric emphasizes the importance of a reflective approach to using AI, and you'll see it at the bottom of this rubric. Yeah, there we go. All right, this is the last thing I'll be covering today, guys, before our questions. And I'm excited to share this one. It's a powerful example of a learner submission from our intercultural communication course. This assignment was designed to encourage deep reflection on personal cultural identity. It's a fundamental step in building intercultural competence. So learners were asked to reflect on their cultural backgrounds, their experiences, and how these influence their communication styles, values, and perspectives. What's particularly exciting is how this learner thoughtfully used AI as a tool to enhance their storytelling while maintaining a deeply personal and authentic voice. It's a wonderful example of how AI can support, not replace, meaningful self-expression.
Navigating identity in a blended world. Hello, and thank you for listening. My name is Cindy Kibet, and I'm 23 years old. I live in Kenya, and I'm currently taking the class Intercultural Communication. Today, I want to share a glimpse into my cultural identity, shaped by my Kenyan roots and my experiences living within a mix of Kenyan and Western influences. I'll take you into my family traditions, my connection to language, and a personal experience that ties it all together. Along the way, I'll explore how William James's quote, "Whenever two people meet, there are really six people present," resonates with the layers of identity and perception we all navigate. Let's begin. In my family, traditions are everything. One of the most important is our rule about celebrating birthdays. It's non-negotiable. Birthdays are first celebrated with immediate family, mom, dad, and siblings. Only after that can we include extended family, friends, or partners. This tradition strengthens our core bond, reminding us of the importance of those closest to us. Another tradition we hold dear is a monthly family outing. At the end or beginning of each month, we choose an activity together, going out for lunch or dinner, attending an event, or enjoying entertainment. These outings have given us priceless memories and strengthened our connection as a family. I was born and raised in Kenya, a country with a rich and a deep sense of community. My parents ensured I experienced our cultural heritage, from participating in significant holidays to learning Kiswahili.
All right, guys, that's also just a sneak peek. I hope you enjoyed this assignment as much as I did. And now I'm ready for questions. I see some questions in the webinar chat. We have a question from Duncan and Robert. I think Solomon joined as well earlier in the call. This is being recorded, by the way, so if you want a playback, you could just reach out to our team and ask for a link. So yeah, let's see. Okay, keep the questions coming, guys. I see a question here from Duncan asking about our bachelor's degree. Let me get the slide again up for you on the bachelor's degree program. So it's true we do not have a specialization in project management within our BBA program. But there is a project management course. I think it is an undergraduate level, and it is included in the actual BBA. Let me double check that for you. Yeah, we do have a project management course. I see Robert. I'd like to commence studies soonest, and my undergraduate institution may delay forwarding the transcripts. Is it a must for the institution to forward the documents to Nexford? Please avail the playback as well. Okay, fantastic. I'm glad you want to have a recording, so I'll make sure that this is up on our YouTube channel with a link within the day. So just stay tuned for that. Make sure to reach out to our team because you will need the specific link to be able to access it. Okay, and in terms of, let me just pull this up again. Yeah, in terms of your question about the transcript, so you can start as soon as possible. That's what I mentioned earlier. So as long as you have some sort of copy of your transcript or your statement of results, you can start studying right away. And just make sure as soon as possible to reach out to your previous school or your previous institution and ask them to send your transcript directly to Nexford. And I'll share the link or the information rather with you about the address that we prefer to receive as well. So we prefer email as opposed to snail mail or sending it by post, but I've shared it on the chat here. But you can get started right away. You can start studying right away, which is the great thing about it. Sorry, I'm trying to share my screen again with you guys. There we go. What other questions do we have? So Solomon says, what specific test of English proficiency is required and what is the deadline for submitting the result? So that's a great thing. Along with your transcript, if there's a delay in receiving your English proficiency test, we can give you 60 to 90 days to provide that as well. So you can start studying already as long as you're going to commit that you will be taking the English test and sending us the results for that. It won't delay your studies. You can start studying while that's being done in the background. You can go on our website or reach out to our team for the specific requirements. So you'll see that we accept an FSET, a Duolingo, a TOEFL, a lot of different English proficiency results that we accept. So you'll find that on our website as well in the admission requirements part. Let me see. Duncan says I'll provide my KNEC, I think, KNEC exam transcript sent since I'm from Kenya. Yes, I think that'll work. That's fine. Just make sure to reach out to our admissions team as well as an Nexford application specialist to confirm that with you. You send your admissions link as well to check our different admission requirements. So you'll see if you choose proof of English as well, you'll see what we accept on our website here. So I recommend everybody to jump on this part of our website to know all the information you need. So don't forget, the soonest you can start is September 1, and as soon as you can graduate is June 2026 for a master's, for example. So that could be very soon if you get started right away. Let's see. So I can take another bachelor's degree and it isn't from the course I learned. Sorry, can you please clarify your question, Duncan, so I can help you? Does anyone else have other questions as well? Well, guys, we're running out on time here, so I'll be on for another minute or two. So here is our contact information in case I missed any questions or you have further questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. As you can see here, you can book a consultation call with a senior Nexford application specialist. If you have very specific questions, they can help you out with that. At nexforduniversity.com/NXU consult. You can also email us at help@nexford.edu with any questions and chat with us anytime on WhatsApp and the number listed here. You'll find all the help you need. Duncan says the course that I've learned is different from the one I've discovered. Yes, definitely. So if you already have a bachelor's degree before Duncan, first of all, you can transfer credits. So you can transfer up to, I think, 70% of your bachelor's degree credits, to our BBA. You can find out by sharing your statement of results or your transcript, how much of that you can transfer. So that's one option that you have if you want to study our BBA anyway. You can definitely also apply. All that's required if you're applying for a bachelor's and you previously have a bachelor's is that you only have a high school certificate or what is equivalent to a high school certificate. So as long as you have that, you can still apply for our BBA degree program. All right, guys. I wish you guys the best of luck with your application. And okay, Duncan says, will the transcript that I have match or will it determine the course I'm choosing? No, so your transcript is not going to determine what you have to choose at Nexford. If that's what you mean, Duncan, you can choose what to apply for. It depends on the admission requirements of each program. So as long as you meet those admission requirements, you're free to choose the program that you want to study. Robert says, does graduate require physical attendance graduation? It does not. So it's not mandatory. It's optional for you to attend a physical graduation ceremony live, whether that's in Washington, D.C. Sometimes we hold them locally where we have a lot of graduates around the world. So we've done that as well. And so stay tuned in the next year, I think. So news about the next graduation ceremony location is going to be determined. And again, it's optional. I know it's not easy for everybody to travel. We will be helping you with a letter for your visa application to be able to attend the graduation ceremony. But otherwise, I know that everything around the, traveling process itself might be challenging for some people, for some learners around the world. And like I said, we have learners from more than 110 countries around the world. So it's definitely not mandatory to attend online. You will still receive your degree certificate upon graduation. You can choose to be mailed a physical one also if you like. So still graduating at home with your family and your friends is still a great, achievement. So as much as we can, we try sometimes to make the graduation ceremonies live on YouTube so you can access it live. But of course, more details about the upcoming graduation ceremony depends, when the time comes. So just stay tuned. And I know we'll be sharing all the details and updates with our current and aspiring learners. Okay, guys, I'm gonna need to wrap up here. So I thank you so much for your questions. I hope I was helpful. I hope you learned a lot more about Nexford and that you're excited to get started. Don't forget the 28th of August. So you've only got just a few days to make sure to lock in your application and hopefully get started with us as soon as possible. Do not hesitate to reach out. I thank you guys so much for the time you took to be on the call with me today. So thank you for taking the time out of your day or your evening. Thanks so much and best of luck to everybody. So bye, everybody.